Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Here's Eddie Frederick.
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that takes the lead in today's edition for Tuesday, 16th January 2024, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group. Guyana's opposition gives a failing grade on implementation to Guyana's government. Details after this important message. Welcome back.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all, perils big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Leader of Guyana's opposition, Aubrey Norton, has criticized the government's execution of Budget 2023 as poor, highlighting that major infrastructural projects are significantly behind their scheduled completion deadlines. More details on this issue are available in this Shemer Alien's HGP Nightly Report.
Opposition leader Aubrey Norton has dubbed government's performance in implementing Budget 2023 as poor. During his weekly press conference on Thursday, the opposition leader noted that there are several infrastructural projects yet to be completed, a far cry from what the government want fellow Guyanese to believe.
You just have to drive around the country and see most of the projects are not completed. If you go to the estimates in the parliament, the estimates that are produced, if you go to the section of youth, sport and culture, you would see they put completion of the track and field the track in region 10 and 6. None of the two, not one has been completed.
Several projects that are yet to be completed are the Cemetery Road widening project, the Conversation Tree Road, and the School North Crane bypass on the west coast of the Marara. These were graciously handed many completion deadlines by the Public Works Ministry, with only mere threats of revocation.
And as you move around, the school at Bamia is there since 2020 or 2021. It hasn't been completed.
Another project that is on the brink of delay is the new Demerara Harbor Bridge. The $260 million project is scheduled to be completed in 24 months from the date of signing, which took place on May 25, 2022. At the signing, Minister of Public Works Juan Egil pointed out that from 2013 to 2022, the average daily traffic across the Demerara Harbor Bridge had increased from 13,000 vehicles daily to more than 22,000 vehicles daily. The minister said it had translated into congestion, discomfort, and frustration experienced by everyday users. But with just 5 months remaining, in keeping with the completion deadline, the practicality of meeting same seems merely impossible, and commuters, like the minister said, will continue to enjoy the congestion, discomfort, and frustration until the bridge is operable. China Railway and Construction Corporation Limited was contracted to execute works on the 2.6 kilometers 4-lane structure. Reporting for HGP Nightly News, Shumar Allen.
There is a new dress code policy for visitors and clients to government offices across Trinidad and Tobago. Minister of Public Administration, Senator Alison West, explained the changes to the policy during a media conference on Friday last. Terry Ann Brown Campbell of TTT News has that story.
From Monday, January 15, 2024, there are new rules which will apply to what the public and where to visit government offices.
We have had a checkered history with respect to our dress code. There have been issues that have arisen Traditionally, there has been no uniformed policy in respect of the dress code for members of the public seeking services out of government offices.
Minister West notes more than 400 frontline staff members from government entities in Trinidad and Tobago have been trained to apply the new dress code.
This policy is for government offices. So government venues that are not offices are not covered by this policy. This would include schools, hospitals, police stations, health centers, community centers, sporting venues. All of these things are not covered by this policy.
The Public Administration Minister indicates there's also another category of government agencies which will not be affected by this new policy.
Courts have their own requirements, as do offices like the immigration. Anywhere you go for a government picture, there are specific rules that apply to those. So licensing, if you're going to take out a picture for your license, the Immigration and the Election and Boundaries Commission, there are special rules that apply to those, as there are special rules that apply to the court.
Meanwhile, member of the Ministry's Modernization and Service Improvement Delivery Division, Colleen Galaxy, had staff members model the appropriate wear for the new dress code.
Cover up the body, the chest. Sleeveless clothing is permitted. Please ensure that your lower body covering, if you can come to the center, please ensure that your lower body covering is not higher than mid-thigh. Yes. Wear appropriate footwear to prevent slippage and falls. All of these displays are now permitted within government offices.
According to the policy regarding facial coverings, including masks, face shields and hijabs, individuals may be required to remove the mask or face shield briefly to confirm identity. In the case of hijabs, individuals will be checked in a separate room. Terry Ann Brown Campbell, TTT News.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick.
In association with our friends at
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Seven people granted bail in connection with the beating of a 14-year-old in Clarendon, Jamaica. Andrea Chisholm of TVJ News reports.
The judge also placed a gag order on the accused, prohibiting them from discussing the case in public. Persons were left stunned by the brutal beating of a 14-year-old girl in Havana Heights, Clarendon on December 30, 2023. 52-year-old Pauline Hugh Smith, Fayanne Millwood, 22-year-old Amanda Anderson, 3 teen girls ages 15, 16, and 17, and a 17-year-old boy were all charged with unlawful wounding and assault occasioning actual bodily harm. Amanda Anderson is also charged with common assault. The adults were granted bail in the sum of $1.2 million each, while the minors were granted bail in the sum of $600,000. They are to return to court on March 26. Senior Parish Court Judge Delia Finlay also instructed the accused not to use WhatsApp and all other social media platforms. In the meantime, a family member of the 14-year-old girl reacted to Thursday's developments in court. She also gave an update on the condition of the 14-year-old.
She's not doing well because she's still not gaining conscious. We don't talk about it because we just turn away because her mother not coping.
The viral video showed that the teenager was kicked as she fell to the ground. Having received a head injury, she is struggling to remember basic information. The Child Protection and Family Services Agency is offering support to the family.
Still on Jamaica, savings gone from $1.7 million to $636 in 2 days. This leaves the account owner stunned. More in this TVJ News with Romado Lyons.
$0.7 million to $636. A discovery that left a woman in eastern Jamaica stunned. Working for decades and saving money for a rainy day, only to see her bank account empty, left her in a mental storm.
It's rough. And the only reason why I am still sane and I am not getting too depressed It's because I am a Christian. I've been praying about it, fasting and praying. My church brethren are encouraging me and praying. So that is the only thing that is keeping me, just my faith in God.
Now, a bank statement shows 4 different transfers from her account. 2 on October 12, 2023, $500,000, then $490,000. Then on October 13, $500,000 again, then $220,000. This she realized 2 days later after she went online to do a transaction, as she does from time to time. When she logged in, her balance left her unbalanced.
Immediately, I called customer care because when I opened the thing, I realized that a large sum of money was removed on the 12th and on the 13th. So I called customer care immediately. When I explained to them what was happening, the person said to me, the money from your account was transferred. If I made a transfer, I said, no, I didn't make any transfer. The money was transferred to another bank.
The money was transferred to someone she doesn't know, and the customer care agent told her it seemed as though she was a victim of a scam and subsequently closed the account. The woman then went to the Morant Bay branch to make a formal report. There, she spoke to the manager and was then directed to the police.
They asked me if I got any text message or email or anything, which I responded to, which I said, yes, I got an email sometime before.
It was this email, purportedly from the National Commercial Bank, NCB.
I clicked on the email, but then it didn't do anything. It was just like going around in circles, and I came off, and that was it. That was all that I did.
On December 11, 2023, NCB posted this infomercial on its Instagram page. Too late for this victim. Ramarda Lyons, TVJ News.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean.
In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so glad to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.